Again. City High and Middle has achieved state and national attention. A report from the U.S. News and World Report ranks City High Middle among the top 10 Michigan schools. It is 7th in the ranking. Okay.
Thanks, Vanna. I couldn't resist that time.
They are 53rd among the nation's specialty and magnet schools, 519th in the nation in earning a silver award. Mr. Michael Pascal is here this evening to tell you more and to explain more about this great honor. He also has, I think, a few staff members and possibly students with him as well.
Thank you, Mrs. Evans. Good evening, board members.
Good
President
evening.
Lanier, Superintendent Neal. We thank you for having us tonight. An unbelievable recognition and award, being number 7 in the state of Michigan, also the ranking within the nation is very important. But when you look at the reports and you really break down the data, and you look at things like teacher to student ratio, and you look at total number of kids in the schools that were in the top 10, you look at whether or not a building had middle school and high school, and you look at all these different factors, and if you were to really factor them all in, I would say City High Middle School would be number 1. Okay?
That's right.
And there's, when I look at City, and this is my first year as principal, there's 4 major components that I see as being the reason for it being what it is. Number 1, the support of parental involvement and the high engagement of our parents. And I see some of them in the audience tonight, and we absolutely appreciate their efforts because they go above and beyond, and I'm staring at a few right now. So we appreciate you. Committed and hardworking staff. They do not have an easy schedule. The IB schedule on an AB day with 8 classes, and they come to work every day, and they plug away, and they are where the rubber meets the road. So my hats off to teachers, not only that I've known for this year, but obviously this is a long-standing history of achievement at City, so my hat's off to them. They're a big piece of the puzzle. Our partnerships with Wege Foundation is supporting us not only from a financial standpoint, but also from a resource standpoint. Aquinas College, Grand Valley, Davenport, a lot of the post-secondary partnerships, those go a long way with making City what it is. And then our students, they value the educational process and program that's put in place at City, and we see that in them every single day. And they take pride in the school. It has a positive climate and culture, and that goes a long way in terms of where we ended up in that ranking. We're number 7. We're shooting for number 1.
That's right.
Okay? We're going to keep IB front and center as we move forward, and there's a lot of work there, and we know that. And we're just going to roll up our sleeves every day and shoot for that number 1. And is it Bloomfield or Black River, whoever it is, we're gunning for you. We're coming. And I think as we move forward with IB, that will help us. And I'll have Doc kind of talk a little bit about the impact that might have in the next couple years. So to my left is Daniel Ralston, our school counselor. I'll have her say a few words as well.
There's a ringing that I hear up here, so I asked John to fix it. I could hear ringing in that.
Oh, that's how Vanna got his key.
That's what John is trying to fix that for me. You're fine.
When you hear news like that and you're the mom in the office, you just get this big proud grin, because there's days that I'm the mama bear, there's the days I'm the daddy bear, there's the day I'm the counselor bear, and you're just so proud. I have the benefit of being the counselor for the entire school, and there are moments like this where you're like, oh, great, all that hard work is paid off. And as I meet with parents, whether it's choosing a college, choosing a career, their students struggling in school, the pressure's too much, I tell them there is a culmination of event, and happens to be May 31st for our students this year. Graduation will be here. Our students, we have 96 students earning over $4.4 million in scholarships. They have completed more than 482 college applications. They have taken AP exams. They have worked hard. And every year it's fun to celebrate this with families because there's similar statistics every year with our students. Hard work does pay off. As I've met with, and these girls will even smile too, we've all been working hard, all been in my office, how can I get this done? It's a hats off to our families, you all as our board, our administrators, our teachers, the kids, because really, City is a family in progress work at all times. I'm proud to be a part of it. Thank you.
Thanks. Doc?
Good evening, everyone. I would also like to express my extreme pride, not only in the school and its staff, but also in what we're able to do as a district with this wonderful opportunity. So I'd first like to thank the board and the superintendent for their continued support, and then look at the wonderful power our school has to transform students' lives, because that's really what it's all about. And we have this wonderful tool, this IB program, the capacity to further help them develop their critical thinking skills and ideally spread this way of instructing to other schools in the district. So we're not just talking about the one, we're talking about the whole. What Mr. Pascal alluded to earlier was when you look at the number of students we're going to have completing the International Baccalaureate program will increase next year, because next year will be our year of full implementation in terms of having 11th and 12th grade. So if you're looking at the numbers, that should help us a little bit down the road, because now our percentages will increase. But then we're also going to have even more wonderful educational opportunities for our kids moving forward, as there is strong university recognition for this diploma. So I'd just like to thank you very much for your continued support, and we look forward to wonderful things in the future.
Thank you.